All right, so today's the day. What am I trying? Clean the Organizer's 3-year ceramic coating. Now, I have 3 different ceramic coatings on my car, 2 different ceramic coatings on my car right now. I have Cerakote's version 2 on the right side of the vehicle, and let me show you that. Let me just switch this around. I just got done cleaning it. And it looks great, right? Still holding up really sharp, really good. Looks clean. Nice, nice. The hood doesn't have anything on it, so that's where I'm probably gonna put pans. And this side has Geon Mo's Evo, and it's still holding up really good. And it's been just about a year, basically, for the entire car. So both products are excellent. Both are really holding up very well. They're not clogging up, no problems at all. Quick rinse of any dirt or debris on the car, and it's really doing a good job. So listen, Pantheorganizers, I wanted to try that. I've been a watcher of pans for a long time. And I know there was a little bit of controversy with this product, or all of his products for that matter, because he said they were the best in the world. And I get what he's trying to say. It's the best to him, because there's thousands of products out there. I know for a fact because I review some of them. But and to say whether or not your product is the best in the world, I think is kind of like stretching it, you know, and I think that's why a lot of people took exception to it. I think he understands that now, and he's kind of backtracked a little bit in some of the videos that I've seen where, you know, he admits that he believes it's the best in the world, you know, because it meets all the criteria that he was looking for when he was developing it with his chemists, you know. So all of them are a little bit different, right? The chemistry is a little bit different. The way that they adhere to the paint is a little bit different. Some are more forgiving in colder weather conditions. Some are not. You know, we found that out real quickly with Cerakote. You know, and they had a faux pas too, right? It was supposed to be a disruptive ceramic coating. Pan went out to their factory, and it was like very like controversial back then, you know, with Cerakote's first version of their coating system. You know, I had it, I installed it on my wife's truck, didn't even last two months. The second version, wow, they really took it up a notch, you know, no question about it. So they corrected their mistakes, and they went back and they fixed it. Now Pan's, I haven't heard anything negative about Pan's product. You know, I know he's worked with a lot of different companies over the years. I'm sure he's met a lot of different chemists. He's a chemist himself, you know, and he basically just worked on this product for a long time. And then after he hit 1 million subscribers, he decided, you know what, we're gonna go through with this. You know, we're gonna like send our product line out, you know, or his product line out. It sounds like he's looking for partners. He's looking for people to help him out. He's got House of Rags helping him with distribution and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, kudos to him. You know, it takes a lot to do something like this, and I applaud him for doing it. You know, did I cringe a little bit when he said it was the best in the world? Yes, I did. You know, and it kind of like bothered me a little bit. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, I understand where he's coming from. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually like prep up the hood surface on my car. The whole front end of this car has PPF. A couple like little imperfections here and there. A walnut hit the front hood, and I have a little tiny like scratch on the PPF. You know, it's not the paint, it's the PPF, and it did its job. And now I just want to protect it. I want to put another layer of ceramic coating on it. So I want to remove whatever's on there right now, and then see how this works, right? I got 60 plus degree weather. It's fantastic out here. I'm in a t-shirt, so weather should not be a problem whatsoever. And I'm curious to see how this applies. You know, they're saying that this is a little thicker. It's forgiving. You want it to stay on there for a minute or two, and we'll read the instructions when I open this up. So let's get right to it. This is Talking with Cars. All right, so let's bring the camera in a little bit closer, and we got this all set up so that we can kind of check this out, you know, open this up and find out what's included. You know, I'm sure it's got all the basic stuff. You know, again, a lot of people are really concerned about how the box looks. He's really proud of the fact that the droplets of water on this go up rather than down, you know, showing the hydrophobic characteristics. You know, we get it. And it's a nice clear plastic container. Looks like you can kind of open it from any direction, really. Take the material out. Don't need that anymore. All right. Here it is. Now, it comes with an applicator pad, and it does have a plastic liner in it, so it doesn't absorb all the way through. I thought that was a good idea, and it looks like a very high quality applicator, so I like that. And then this is yours truly, the 3-year clean period Pantheorganizer ceramic coating 3-year product. Now, he does have another product. How many years is that? I don't remember, but I'll post it. But I went with the 3-year because, in my opinion, after 3 years, you're probably gonna have to polish the car anyway and then reapply. So within that 2 to 3 year period, I did that for my other car. And if you're gonna go through that trouble, might as well just apply another coating. These things, you know, they're like so much easier to install now than they originally were. I mean, I used to hire like professionals to install ceramic coating. Now you can install these ceramic coatings in a weekend. You know, it's not that bad as long as you know how to polish and stuff like that. Directions. Ooh, the serious Pantheorganizer face, right? It's like he's out for a mission. All right, so thank you for being a part of the exciting journey with Clean by Pantheorganizer. I've poured my heart and soul into crafting the best care detailing products out there, for custom formulas to every detail of packaging and design. Your support means the world to me. So that's nice. Directions. For best results, ceramic coating application should be completed indoors, which it is, with adequate lighting, and remain indoors during the dry time, the cure time, right? Decontamination. Clean the exterior surface with Clean by Pan shampoo and dry thoroughly. I used a different product. You know, I'm just using a shampoo. I used Jimbo's Super Soaper, which is a great shampoo, so I don't think Pan has any issues with that. Polish the vehicle with Clean polish. He's got his own polish, so he's recommending that you use his products, of course. I'm going to use Adam's one-step polish with the Griot's polisher, and that'll be just fine. Panel prep it, right? I have the Geon panel prep. And then coat this. So apply a liberal amount of coating to the applicator and spread evenly on the panel. Within 1 to 2 minutes, remove any excess coating with a microfiber towel, carefully checking the surface for any remaining residue. An additional layer can be applied within 1 hour. And that's it. It says vehicle can be exposed to rain after 1 hour. Avoid exposing the coating to freezing temperatures for 12 hours. No caustic chemicals for 7 days. So I'm going to just do what I normally do with ceramic coatings. I'm going to like apply it, let it cure overnight. I'm not going to wash the car for a week, you know, at least a week. I mean, we're kind of in a drought scenario anyway in the Northeast. So we're just going to basically like let it ride, you know. This is, let's see, pH resistance 1 to 14. So the full scale of the pH scale. So if you want to use something a little aggressive, you know, when you're cleaning your car, like Stars and Stripes or something like that, not a big deal. pH neutral resistance in 12 hours. Full chemical cure, 7 days. Optimal application temperature, 50 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm glad he put that on there because I was curious about what temperatures you can install this and how forgiving it was. You know, so he probably learned from Cerakote, I got to be honest, you know, and basically learned from them that could be a problem. Like the curing mechanism in colder weather conditions could be an issue. So, yeah, so it's pretty straightforward, very easy. Shake this up a little bit and then apply it a little bit later after we go ahead and polish the car and get everything all prepped up. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to film every step, but I'm going to go ahead and polish this up, panel prep it, and we'll go from there. And I'll turn the camera back on when I'm ready to apply. See you in a little bit. get my microphone. I actually made a mistake here. I was using the one-step polish thinking that it was just a polish. But the more and more I read into it, as I was using it, I was kind of thinking, this is a little bit more than just a polish, right? And they really should say it on the label. It should say one-step polish and wax. Because on here, it does add polymers and sealers for protection with a grape scent. So I just spent this entire time polishing, and it did a great job polishing. But it did a great job of waxing it too. So that's why it was so shiny. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to like do one more pass with a Griot product called Fast Correct. And I've used this for years. Hopefully it's still good. If not, I'm going to like use another product. I have a couple products over there. So I'm going to like go over it one more time. And then with the panel prep, that should remove any of the polymers that this left behind. And then we'll be okay. So my bad, wasting a little time, but it did do a pretty decent job of cutting it. And if you really wanted to, I mean, this is not bad. If you wanted to kind of like clean your car up, polish it, and put a protection on it, it was impressive. Not bad at all. I mean, it didn't sling. It didn't like, I had no problems with the installation. So yeah, kudos to Adams on this. It's my bad for not reading the instructions. So typical man thing, right? Didn't read the instructions fully. I'm probably going to end up using fast correcting cream, do one more pass, panel prep, and then put the coating on it. All right, I spent a minute doing what I was doing, you know, cleaning the surface, getting that all like ready. Use the Gion prep. And it is squeaky clean. There's absolutely no polymers, no waxes or anything on it. And I'll show you, you know, as soon as I finish this off. Yeah, there's nothing. It's squeaky clean. Nothing on there. All you do is feel the PPF that's on there. So it's looking good. It's looking ready for a coating. Let me kind of twist this around so you can see it. Right? I mean, that looks pretty good. I spent some good quality time doing like a multiple stage polish. Thanks to the one step that I didn't read by Adams. That has some polymers and waxes in it. So did not want to keep that on there. And I'm going to shake his 3-year coating up a little bit because it is a little thicker. I mean, it doesn't look too thick, but it does look somewhat thick. So I'm going to shake it a little bit. I'm going to put some nitrile gloves on too. So I'm going to pause this and hang tight. All right, so Ivan LaCroix, you would be very proud of me. There we go. All joking aside, these chemicals have silicon dioxide and you should wear nitrile gloves. You have to wear nitrile gloves. I should change that. You know, you have to. I don't recall seeing any cautions and stuff like that. It's probably on the box itself. Wear your gloves. All right, let's go ahead. Mix this a little bit. And he said 1 to 2 minutes. So we're going to look at the clock when we apply. And I'm going to apply this, depending on how easily it goes on, I'm going to apply this like in quarters. And then we'll go ahead and do the second quarter, third, and fourth quarter, and remove it as we go. So, which reminds me, I need microfiber towels to clean this off. So, I thought I was prepared with that. These are your general wiping towels, and then these are kind of a little bit more on the high quality side. So, let's see how this works. Whenever you open up a ceramic coating, and I found out the hard way, always open this away from you because sometimes these are pressurized. I don't know if this one is. I'm not going to take any chances. So let's go ahead and... No. So it's not pressurized, at least, you know, not when I got it. And let's go ahead. Use the applicator pad that he's got. See what this looks like. All right, so either the hole is small, and I heard that this was a little bit of an issue getting this out, and probably it is a little thicker. The consistency is definitely a little thicker than the Cerakote version 2 or the Geon Mose. It's kind of like almost like a, if you ever used instrument oil, you know, for gauges and stuff like that, it's kind of that consistency. So you're gonna have to kind of like persuade it out a little bit and get this primed up so you can go ahead and start. And I think that's enough for now. If it starts to drag and we want to like put a little bit more, we can, but I'm going to put this aside now. Cap on. Let's go. Let's see what this is going to be like. I'm going to do, again, a quarter. Wow, it's thick. And you can hear the plastic in the applicator. It goes on pretty nice. I mean, it's not like, I don't think you need much. It's like I'm not feeling like I have to put more material on the applicator. I think the material that I put on is sufficient. Crosshatch pattern, just so that we don't miss anything. And this is going to give you an oil slick look. It doesn't bead like Geon Mose, which I don't mind. You know, either one. I think the beading is actually easier to see. Wow, this goes on pretty nice. Actually, I think I'm going to finish this half. Wow, that goes on really nice. Good job, Pan. Really good. And only because I'm doing the second half, I'm going to put a couple more dabs of the material onto the applicator. Not much, just a couple more, just so we could see that it's on there. And then go ahead and kind of like put a little bit more material on the bottom half here. And supposedly this product, I know there's always discussions about how crunchy is the applicator the next day. And I believe when he tested this, that it was slightly crunchy, probably a little bit more like, if I had to compare it with anything, I mean, we're gonna find out tomorrow, but if I had to compare it, it's probably gonna be more like the Jimbo's coating, which is a little thicker and a little bit more crunchy, you know? So still has plenty of flexibility for PPFs or anything like that, your temperature changes and stuff like that. So now let's wait 2 minutes and you're gonna see some rainbowing. I'm already starting to see it. I'm gonna bring the camera up a little closer so you can see it. Take it off the tripod. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the rainbowing? It is starting to rainbow. You can probably see it from certain directions. It's not like, yeah, it's definitely rainbowing over here. You know, you're going pretty thin with it. It's not like you need that much material. I hope the camera picks it up. But I do see it with the naked eye. I can see it like right there. All right, so we're 1 minute in. And then we're gonna go wipe it off. We'll do the second half the same exact way. And then we'll let it cure. And then what we'll do is we'll take the power washer out just to check the hydrophobics and see what that looks like. You know, he put a lot of time and effort into it. So again, I'm not making fun of him. I think it's good. I mean, it's impressive. It's difficult to manufacture your own product and deal with all the different chemistry and everything else that's involved. So we're 2 minutes in right now. I think I could start wiping this off. Oh, wow. Okay. It's smudging a little bit. Maybe I'm a little too early. Use something else. I mean, it comes off pretty nice. It's kind of smudging a little bit, so maybe I'm a little early because of the temperature. I'm going to use a couple different... I mean, I kept it on there. This is almost 3 minutes now. It'll probably... It's smooth. You know, it's slick. Definitely slick. And it's kind of self-leveling a little bit here. I think I might wait a little bit longer for the second half of the hood. Maybe I'll wait 4 minutes, because I understand that it's very forgiving. I mean, it looks fine. There's nothing... I was a little worried there about the smearing. But you're just basically like leveling it. That's all you're doing. And I guess the rest of it kind of evaporates. But it should be bonded really well. I mean, they're saying 1 to 2 minutes, so... I mean, I'm in my 4th minute now. All right. It's slick. Really slick. So, I like that. I like that. Is it my favorite? I don't know. I mean, I think the Geon Mose goes on much easier. You know, I think that's a very good product, very proven product. You know, I'm sure this is a stout coating. Looks good. On this particular color, Brooklyn Gray, you're not going to see like depth of color, not really that much, but it is shiny. So let's do this. Let's do the other side. Let's see how that is, and then I'll come back to you. All right, so conclusions. What I did is I installed the coating on the front hood, as you know, and then I decided to install it on the back of the car also, on the trunk lid and then the back side of it. Removed the license plate cover and cleaned that up a little bit and installed the coating there. So yeah, I mean, it's been 15 minutes. It seems like the longer it's on there, the slicker it gets. You know, and for me, it's really all about like longevity and the hydrophobics. But I installed it on the rear lid. And that license plate cover came off. I just put that back on. But did the bumper. I didn't go crazy with the polishing and stuff like that because it was already pretty good. Just used the panel prep and cleaned it up, installed it. And I'm curious to see how it holds up on the rear side of the car, because that's where you get a brunt of the you know, the kick up, the dirt that kicks up off of the rear of the car and all that kind of stuff. So making it much easier to clean, like whether it's this back area here behind the wheel, the bumper, around the license plate, you know, cleaning that up easily would be a nice touch. So, you know, if I use kind of like a Jimbo's cleaner or something like that, and I just want to do a quick rinse, I'm hoping that this works. And I installed it on everything. I installed it on the lights, rear lights. I installed it on the spoiler, installed it on behind this license plate cover, opened this up, and I installed it like on this lip in here. And I had the same experience where when I was leveling it, it's like the true definition of leveling it, right? You're taking the material and you're kind of moving it around, and it just kind of evaporates, you know, it just kind of goes away. But yeah, I mean, it leveled real nice. It's very clean, very shiny, very slick. All right, so we're gonna let this cure for a while, I would say a week. Then I'm gonna come back to it and then do a water test with a pressure washer, see how that all works out. And then we'll go from there. So I'm happy with the results. Congratulations to Pan and your product line. I wish you well. There's always going to be haters out there, no question about it. You know, we all experience it as YouTubers, but that's why we got to be very, very careful about what we say and how we say it and stuff like that, because it can be construed wrong. So, but anyway, in this case, I think it's going to be a great product. I'm really excited. Kind of happy I did like a 4-stage polish on the front hood because it kind of needed it, you know. And the other thing I wanted to bring up too is that the characteristics on the PPF might be a little bit different. You know, I thought it would be, but it's not, right? I mean, I just figured the smearing was because maybe it was just the absorption into the PPF, but I had the same exact experience on the rear end of the car. So no difference whatsoever. So anyway, Pan, good luck with your product. Wish you the best. I'm gonna follow up on like a 1-month review with 3 months, and maybe a week from now I'll do like a quick short or something like that to see how it the hydrophobics looks, because I'm sure I'm gonna want to wash it and see how it reacts. But great job, Pan, and I appreciate everything that you're doing. So keep up the good work. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.